Welcome back to Hillsborough as Sheffield Wednesday start the second half facing mission impossible. They're 5-0 behind in this tie, and during the interval they've made a substitution, an enforced one I presume, because Gary Owen has come on to replace Lee Chapman, who certainly got a couple of knocks in the first half. Nexon's header. Now West. Owen. Marwood chasing. The ball much too far ahead of him. Stevens for Everton. Heath trying to let it run, and indeed it worked, because here's Sharp. Trevor Steven arriving in the penalty area, and so Snowden. Well, this time the bounce deceived him. Could be a good moment for Paul Bracewell there, just leaning forward to get his reintroduction to the game, because there's obviously been no pressure on him now if Everton brought him on. Chamberlain won the header, but no Wednesday man in a position to receive it. Vanden Hauwe forward, and that's offside against Graham Sharp. Sterling looking for Marwood, and the little fellow got up well to reach West. Now Chamberlain. That's what Wednesday wanted to see a little more often. Marwood is there. Proctor's with him in the box. Back it goes to Sterling though, and now Owen. Wellington forward. Well, in the end, the most promising move that Wednesday have had in this second half all came to nothing. And Everton are about to bring on not only Paul Bracewell, but also Wayne Clark. Ian Snowden and Graham Sharp, the two men who will go off. But what a moment. That's Wayne Clark in the foreground. But already on the pitch is Paul Bracewell. There he is, ending 20 months out of the game. The last senior game he played was the FA Cup final of 1986. Would he ever have believed that he could have come back in an FA Cup tie in such dramatic circumstances with Everton leading 5-0? Stephen going up. Mexon's there for Wednesday. Here's Sterling. On by Pearson. Good ball that was from Marwood to Chamberlain. Still Chamberlain. West in the middle coming to reach it, and that was a foul on the keeper, surely. I think the referee's given it, but anyway, Southall has the ball. Chamberlain curling it in with the left foot, and a very robust challenge, you could call that, by West on Southall. Sterling for Wednesday. Chamberlain. Obstructed by Trevor Steven, an indirect free kick to Sheffield Wednesday. Owen will take it. Pearson has come forward into the penalty area on the near post. West right in the centre. That's Pearson, flipped them to West. And he had no real room in which to turn and make a telling shot, but he wins the corner. So West will stay on the far post for the corner. That's Megson on the near post. It was an Everton head that got there first, Wayne Clark. Here's Owen. A lot of Wednesday players forward here, and it still won't fall for them. Clark again. A bit of trouble, and clashed with Sterling angrily right in front of the referee. The Everton man feeling that Sterling had gone in a little high, and I would have to agree with him. Clark was fouled by May. Everton's free kick. He wanted to take it quickly, but it was in the wrong place. Now Reed takes it. But May clears. Reed. Stevens forward. Heath flicked it on. Clark. Back for Heath. Well, the first real shot of any venom by Everton in this second half. Everton coming forward. More in hope than anger, so to speak. And Heath well wide. Begson. Stevens intercepts. One final effort perhaps from Worthington. In towards West. And it's skidded off his head. That's the end. 7 hours of FA Cup football, of drama and excitement, controversy, end with Colin Harvey and the Everton bench, the victors, their team and their supporters going through to the fourth round. But I know that Everton as a club will want to thank Sheffield Wednesday for the part they played in this FA Cup epic. It was all over by half-time. The second half was an anticlimax. The Everton fans celebrate a hat-trick by Graham Sharp and the goals from Heath and Snowden, completing the rout in the first half. The reappearance of Paul Bracewell after 20 months out, just a little icing on the cake. It's Middlesbrough now at home on Saturday, and this tie will be consigned to the record books. It's been very, very long, but very enjoyable. The final score at Hillsborough: Sheffield Wednesday 0, Everton 5.
No, nothing quite like that. I've never been involved with a side that's been 5-0 at half-time. We played some tremendous stuff in the first half, and all the finishes were really top-class quality finishes.
You know, after so many hours of deadlock, could you ever have believed that it would be so apparently easy for you in the first half?
I mean, no. I mean, you've gone through 3 games, and every one has been very close, very tight. Teams have fought one another for every inch of the pitch, and all of a sudden you finish up 5-0 up at half-time. I mean, we'd have got long odds to the bookmakers, I bet you're on that.
Yes, well, it's strange, isn't it, football, because we'd played 3 ties against Everton, and we had got 3 good results, in a sense. But before, during and after those 3 good results, the way we had played and the team I had picked was a bad team. And by force of circumstance, really, we were forced tonight to adopt a different approach to the game. And whether or not that had any effect or not, the result was we lost 5-0. So I suppose I'll be to blame for that as well.
Graham, congratulations on that hat-trick. What made the difference? Why so much extra space for you tonight?
Well, obviously the system Sheffield Wednesday played tonight with 4 at the back had a lot more space behind the defence, where when they played 5 it was very, very difficult for the forwards. But when we learned they were playing 4 at the back, we thought we were in for a good chance. And as I said, we got off to a great start. I think at the end of the day, the class told.
I'm sure you'll relish talking about each one of the goals.
Yeah, it's nice to get a hat-trick. That's only my second, really, in league and cup football. I got one, and I think it was the full members, which people said doesn't really count. But nice to score 3 in the FA Cup. Obviously, to go down here, and it was a hard game. To win was the most important.
Now Middlesbrough, Saturday. It's got to start all over again.
Yes, I mean, I'm pleased to have been playing the games anyway. I mean, they can say that they might be tired, but I mean, you won't be tired after a 5-0 win.